Hi, and welcome to another Kapow movie review. I'm Jill.
And I'm Elliott.
And tonight we're going to be talking about Xmen
Apocalypse.
Doesn't it ever wake you up in the middle of the night? The feeling that someday they'll come for you and your children.
I feel a great swirl of pity for the poor soul that comes to my school looking for trouble.
X-Men Apocalypse deals with the first mutant, Apocalypse, as he gathers his 4 horsemen to enact his extinction plan. Jill, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I mean, coming off the back of Days of Future Past, where I felt like the plot was a little disjointed throughout the film, This was enjoyable. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of issues, but which we're going to get to. But otherwise, I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. The action was great. The special effects were awesome. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was a good X-Men movie.
Yeah.
But I was kind of just a little bit blasé about this movie. I feel like I'm a little bit burnt out maybe from all the movies.
Yeah,
I did watch all the movies until I watched this newest one.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything for the main characters or the villain Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when everything was at stake, I just kind of felt kind of sleepy, really, and maybe I didn't have a nap, but I felt like I should have.
Let's go to war. Forget everything you think you know.
Storm
Yep.
was awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Psylocke was awesome,
Yep.
although I wish she actually had some lines. There was a lot
Yeah,
of
there
posing
was
from Psylocke.
Quite a lot of posing, actually.
Her costume was fantastic. It was such a throwback to the comics, and it was amazing. I loved that. Other characters.
I mean, Beast was exactly the same.
Yeah.
What else? The new characters, I guess the trio.
Uh-huh.
Jean Grey,
Yep.
Cyclops, and Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
I had a huge fun time with those kids.
Nightcrawler was
great.
fantastic in this film.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm a little confused about where he fits in now with X2 and this continuity.
Yeah.
But, I mean, whatever. We'll just
We'll
go with
just go with it, right?
We're just going to roll with this, Brian. I don't know what you're doing, but it's all good. But Jubilee. Okay, so this movie was a huge 80s nostalgia bomb, and I loved that.
Yeah.
Jubilee, the most 80s character in the comics. We didn't get to see her fireworks powers.
Yeah,
I was
love
hanging
that.
out for it. We finally
Exactly.
get to feature her in this movie, and we don't get to see the powers.
She was like a glimpse of what could have been.
Yeah.
And she's gone.
I think the best part about X-Men movies is seeing like everybody's different ability.
Yep.
And to be denied like one of the most iconic characters' abilities was a little disappointing.
Yeah, very disappointing. But Jean Grey,
Yes.
great reintroduction of the character, I think.
If anybody knows me, they know that I hate Jean Grey. I'm sorry, but she's the worst. But Sophie Turner redeemed her so truly. I fell in love with this character.
Yeah, definitely.
She was brilliant. Yeah.
Some believe that the first mutant was born thousands of years ago. He was some kind of god, and he's going to rise again.
You are all my children, and you're lost because you follow blind leaders. No more false gods. I'm here now.
He always had 4 followers.
Like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
So Jill, the worst parts.
Apocalypse. He's like Marvel's version of Darkseid, like the biggest villain in this universe, the X-Men universe, really. And it was so underwhelming.
Unbelievably underwhelming.
Yeah, it was.
I think I was more hyped about him, more interested in him at the end of the credits for the last movie.
For someone that's supposed to be like the most powerful mutant, I didn't really see a lot of that.
No.
It was a lot of, oh, you guys are my minions now, so go and do this for me. And there wasn't a lot of him taking action.
Yep.
He just sort of gave everyone new costumes and let them go.
Yeah, it was kind of like, here's a new costume, you
Yeah.
can kind of enhance your ability a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's about it. And
Yeah.
for someone to be so ancient, the first mutant, I thought it'd be, I don't know, a little
it was
bit
weird.
stronger or a little bit more imposing. I just never felt he was as imposing as previous villains that we've
Yeah,
seen.
definitely. I wanted to feel fear, and I didn't get that.
No, not at all.
Especially when, like, Xavier was so casual having a conversation with him.
Yeah, it was a little bit off-putting.
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
like,
scene
this
may
is-
have been missing or something. I don't know. It was
I'm
very
like,
weird.
oh wow, I'm so scared right now.
Excellent.
Yeah. Your worst bit?
Yeah, I was definitely underwhelmed by the main villain and
man,
the Four Horsemen as well.
Yeah, when your film's called Apocalypse,
and
you want it to be
apocalyptic, more apocalyptic, if anything. I just didn't think it was. I don't know, not scary enough, not imposing enough, the character, or his Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
I think using Cerebro again.
Yep.
I think we've done that maybe every movie.
Yeah.
Almost every movie, something to do with Cerebro going out of hand or something like that. And I don't know, I just kind of felt like I was tired watching this movie. And
Okay, so one other thing about this film that was a little distracting was that nobody has aged. It's been 20 years since First Class in the sense of this timeline, and everybody still looks like they're a teenager.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the mutant genes that's keeping them from growing up, but it's kind of unsettling.
Everybody's got the Deadpool mutant gene.
They're all genes. Everyone's just staying the same. I guess that's really good for like Xavier's school. Everyone's getting above like the 8th grade or whatever. But
it's so scary seeing Alex Summers that's supposed to be 40 years old still look like he's 20.
It was pretty great.
It was weird. Okay.
And Mystique, Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, I love Jennifer Lawrence, and she's fantastic as Mystique. I felt we're seeing more of her not being blue, and it's a little disappointing that we don't get to see her using her abilities as fully as we could.
Exactly.
There's not enough, deception or infiltration going on where they use her abilities, so when she gets captured in this film, it's a little bit peculiar because why couldn't you escape this by becoming someone completely different?
That's right. And, for someone to be able to be anybody, it's just kind of weird that we know her from one face. So it's it's a good face,
it's a
but it's
face.
just she could be anybody.
Yeah.
Everything they've built will fall.
So this is the 4th X movie from Bryan Singer. What do you think? Should we keep giving Singer these films, or is it time to pass the gauntlet to someone else?
I think he's 2 for 4 for me. Okay, I liked X-Men 2. I loved X-Men 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
those are strong movies.
Definitely his best X-Men
Especially
movie.
like kicking off the Marvel Universe, really.
Yeah.
Like they've set the foundations for everything we've seen so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm quite partial to X-Men 1. It's not as good as the rest. It has quite a lot of flaws, and I feel it's slightly dated in some scenes, but I still enjoy it. With the newest crop of movies, I feel like he should probably take a step back and maybe get some fresh new blood in for the direction abilities.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe even like a new crew in the story writing team, possibly.
Yeah, it kind of just didn't live
it
up to...
needs an injection.
It needs some more life into it.
Freshness.
Yeah, a little bit of fun. I think a little bit more fun. I mean,
yeah,
they didn't use Jubilee, someone who likes Jubilee.
I mean, the fun moments of this film are really fun.
Yes.
And if we saw more of that balanced with, I think, the serious tones, it would be a really cool movie.
Definitely.
But that maybe there was just a bit too much somber, a bit too much story building. I mean, we're in a 3rd movie. If we don't have a story built, then,
That's
what's there to do?
We can't really do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, Fox owns the X-Men series and doesn't look like they're going to give it up easily.
No, I mean, why would they? They've had like so many successes with X films, and they have dibs on all the mutants. So, I mean, they really have, all the cards.
Yeah.
And they could be doing incredible things. But I think maybe a new creative team at Fox to like maybe oversee their Marvel creations.
Oh, definitely.
Like what they're doing at Marvel Studios, they have Kevin Feige oversees everything.
Yeah.
Maybe they need an executive at Fox doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever's in charge at the moment, his name escapes me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it just doesn't...
Just do a bit more universe building.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they might connect it with Deadpool eventually, hopefully.
That would be exciting.
Yeah.
Get all these mutants together, line them all up.
And
I mean...
you got so many more interesting characters than just Wolverine or just the main cast of, say, X-Men, which is fine for their respective series, but give it a chance. Give someone like, I don't know, X-Men or someone else.
Yeah, they have quite a deep pool of characters to reach into. Who knows where it's going to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything they've built will fall! And from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one!
Do you recommend this to people?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't like Days of Future Past, and I like this much better. So if you were the other way around to me, I think you'll probably like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if you got the time and you definitely want to watch a new X-Men movie, this is a movie for you. If you're kind of burnt out with the recent blockbusters, I'd say maybe you could miss this.
Yeah,
But
wait till DVD. Maybe.
wait till DVD. But if you want to go have a great night out, yeah.
It was
X-Men
still fun.
Apocalypse.
It's a Marvel movie.
It's a
Who
Marvel
doesn't like them?
That's right.
Well, you've been busy.
We had a little help.
So that was our thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse, and we'd love to know what you think, so please leave us a comment below.
Yeah, and tune in next time for our review on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.